Hello there.
Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to another Turtle Frog video. Today I will be doing a tier list for Star Wars Battlefront 2 heroes and villains regarding all modes, whether it's Galactic Assault, Supremacy, or just like heroes versus villains or Hero Showdown. But first, of course, make sure to drop that sub if you haven't already to support the channel, even just a like, you know.
Do it.
Yeah, remember it is all my opinion, so don't get mad if you don't like my opinion. Just my opinion, I don't care. Alright, goodbye. Let's start it. So, with Anakin Skywalker, right? I don't use him that much, but I want to put him in S tier though, because I think he's a very good character. Especially in modes with a lot of people. His a bunch of force abilities, we can kill a lot of people. He has very solid abilities, and that's his bottom ability. For some reason, he's a fourth ability. I don't know why, but it does a lot of damage and it's really powerful. It does take a while to charge up, but he's still a very good character, and there's not much to really complain about him. Especially a long time ago when he just came out, he was an absolute beast, and you can't go wrong with Anakin Skywalker. Alright, next we got BB-8 here. While some of you guys may think he's F tier worthy, I don't personally think that. I don't use him that much. I think he's S tier. No, I'm just kidding. He's C tier. Why I think he's C tier? Because I think he's good in like modes like Galactic Assault, Supremacy. I think he can hold his own. But against people like with lightsabers or against Palpatine, he usually dies. So that's why he's not very good in like dual modes. or if he's like next to let's say he's with Anakin, if he works with him, he can be pretty solid. But just being alone in a duel, that's where he does not strive very well and will most likely die. But otherwise, he's not the complete worst. So that's why I think he belongs in C tier. Alright guys, the next character we got is Yoda. I think he's a solid B tier. Yeah, I say he fits well in B tier. He's a saber character, which automatically gets him 3 points, and I think his R1 ability is dash hit is pretty good. People be spamming that a lot and be getting annoying sometimes. His ability where he can heal himself, his L1 R1 middle ability, it can get him out of different abilities like the Force Choke from Vader. If he uses that, he can actually drop out of it, which can be pretty useful at times. And also his Force Push, which can charge up by getting blaster shots at him or just people using the Force at him, which is also pretty good, making it do more damage and a wider and larger radius. So that's why I think he fits B tier. He's like maybe on the verge of A tier, but I think he's maybe middle B tier, yeah, around there. But next, of course, we got my boy Chewbacca. Can't go wrong with Chewbacca, is what I say. I think he's also B tier. I think he's lower than Yoda. Yeah, I say he's lower than Yoda, personally. He does have a good grenade that can shock people, which is really useful in modes like heroes vs villains, as it stops, well, it gets free hits on the people. It can shock multiple people at once, and his bowcaster does explosive shots, which goes through lightsaber blocks, which is pretty good, and his Grand Slam, which is also pretty good, which knocks people over. I think he's a really good character in modes like heroes vs villains and Hero Showdown, but I think he's not as good in modes like Galactic Assault and Supremacy. It's like slightly worse, but he's still not bad. So I think he is good in B tier. I think it's a good fit for my boy Chewbacca. And next we got Finn. I think he's very underrated personally. Very underrated character. People seem to hate on him just because he's a sequel character, and I don't mind that. But I mean, in the game, I think he's B tier too. He's underrated. Well, I think he should go in F for being a sequel character. I think he is B tier in the game because I think he's very good at holding points. He's not as good in heroes vs villains as he is in modes like with a 20v20, just because he's really good at holding points, where he can give his teammates' health. He has the mode where he can lock onto targets, which is really good, and really good against people like Palpatine and other gun people. Also, just troopers, you can just slaughter them. And his yeah, his other abilities there, his other last abilities, all right. Just changes his gun, which I mean it's alright, but yeah, that's why I think he's B tier, solid B tier. All right, now who we got next is someone very special to me. I mean it's my boy Han Solo. I almost want to put him in S tier, but I think he's at the very top of A tier. I don't know if he's S tier worthy, but he's just really good in all aspects. His thermal detonator, I forgot what it's called. His I don't know, it's this grenade. You can activate it and blow it up. When you throw it in the air and blow it up, you can knock people over, which is very good in Heroes vs Villains, and in Supremacy and Galactic Assault, as you can just blow up a bunch of people at once, just destroying them. And he can change his weapon fire to his rapid fire, which is pretty good, and then his bash charge thing. You can actually make it go infinite if you do this glitch where you melee and press R1. Or yeah, you melee then cancel it. It'll actually just keep going forever and forever. You gotta time it correctly, so you can just keep bashing forever until you hit someone or mess it up. But yeah, and his gun does so much damage. If you do headshots, straight headshots, people they will go down. I think he's probably the best character with a gun, and he's also really good at fighting duels. Like he can carry his own very well. And yeah. Well, we have Leia here. I don't use Leia that much, so I don't know too much about her. From what I went against before, I went against some good Leias, so I don't want to disrespect her and put her at the bottom of B tier. Actually, nah, I say below Yoda. Below Chewie. Yeah. She is the explosive gun thing she has, and then she has the shield, which is she can heal passively inside of it. It does 5 health every second, I think. And she has thermal detonators. She can throw 3 of them. And if like you get like a let's say like a lightsaber hero come inside your shield, you can just spam thermal detonators inside there, which can destroy them pretty well. And you also heal passively in there while killing them, which is pretty good. And I think she can change her gun to like this blaster thing, which is also decent. But yeah, I think she is a B tier character. She's good in all modes. I think she's the worst in Hero Showdown though, just because she's not like the best duelist, but she's also not the worst. She can definitely kill people. If there's a good Leia, you gotta watch out. And she also has a really good gun, I feel like, too, with that blaster shot. It can do a lot of damage to also the normal troops in like Galactic Assault. And I also think it goes through blocks as well. So you can always use that to people who are blocking too much. Just hit them with that, it'll still do damage, just like Chewbacca. Alright, bet. Now we on to my boy Luke. Yup.
Greetings, exalted
Luke.
one.
Straight to F tier. He sucks.
Oh my
we hate
God.
Luke Skywalker. He's not good.
Hell no.
It's like he's probably above Anakin, honestly, for me. I use Luke a lot. Probably my second favorite character. He's very good. His lightsaber dash, amazing. I don't think it does not go through people, but you can use it as a parry, sort of. You parry, then you use it. You can always get hits on there. But it also is parryable, I'm pretty sure. So you can parry the dash, which is kind of annoying sometimes. But his lightsaber push, you can activate in the air and on the ground, which is really nice. And his push on the ground, I forgot what it's called, the Force Slam or something. You can use it, and there's like a certain star card, I think it's called Epicenter, where it always does damage. It goes through blocks no matter what. If it's like in the middle circle, and it does like 40 damage, so you can stop people from healing. And if they're really low, he's really good at finishing people. And I'd say he's good in all modes, like Heroes vs Villains, Hero Showdown, Supremacy, Galactic Assault. He can do it all. His force pushes, get a bunch of people. His great dueler. He has good stamina. I mean, you can't go wrong with Luke Skywalker. Very solid character, in my opinion. Very solid character. Now, about Lando, though.
How you doing, you old pirate?
He's above Luke. No, he's probably below Lando. I don't know. I say he goes like right there. Yeah. Lando, he's an alright character. I think he could have been better though. The problem is that he has that stupid smoke grenade thing, which sucks. It doesn't do anything. It literally just makes smoke, which is stupid. Just like BB-9E. We'll get to that later. And his sharpshooter thing is actually pretty good. I like it, especially in trooper mode. So you can just lock onto like many troopers, and with the star card where you can extend its range to, it can go on like way farther and hit many more people. And he's also not bad at heroes versus villains or in duels, because he does have the shock grenade, which does freeze people. But the problem is his gun is kind of weak too. It's a little bit of a pea shooter, but he's not terrible. Like, he's not C tier. He's definitely like B tier, below Leia. I think Leia is definitely better than him. But yeah, he's not the worst, but he's not the best. I say, yeah, Leia and him are pretty equal. Just because Leia does have a better gun, I think. She has a more solid gun, while his gun is a lot weaker. He has a thermal vision in his gun, I mean, which doesn't really affect anything, to be honest. I can still see people without thermal vision. But yeah, I think he's a good B tier. Now, onto probably my favorite character in the game. While I do want to give him S tier, I don't know if he is S tier. I think he's the highest A tier. I think, yeah, he will be at the highest A tier this whole time, I think. He's one of my favorite characters in this game. He's very, very high stamina. His force push ability is pretty good too. I think it could be better because the charge time it takes a second, which does throw him off a little sometimes. But his mind trick, which is probably like one of his best things, is if you use a mind trick, no one can use their powers at all, and you can just use your dash and just get them like, every time. It's like guaranteed hits almost, unless they dash away too much. But yeah, and his high stamina is amazing. Like Captain Phasma, she's always destroyed when she goes against him, because you can literally block every single shot right back at her. She stands no chance. His stamina is just insane. And yeah, nothing really wrong with him. Maybe I think he also might be a little slow too. If he was a little bit faster with his dashes and maybe his hits, I think he could be S tier. But as of now, he is A tier. And yeah, I think he's a solid, very high A tier. Now Rey, I want to put her in F tier too, just like Finn. Way more than Finn, actually. I don't like Rey at all. Rey Palpatine, as some would say. Rey Palpatine, I think she fits. I think she's an A tier. She might be above. I don't even know. I think they're so equal. I'm gonna put her below just because Han Solo's better. But yeah, Rey, her restricted mind trick, that's so overpowered, especially on a controller. It's just so hard to get around. I think on PC it's way easier because you can just like really just drag the mouse so hard, so you can just keep turning around. But with controller, you have to use the stick, which kind of sucks. And you can your sensitivity is so low, which is really hard to get out of. And she can get a lot of free hits, and her dash knocks you over. It's just so many free hits on you. And she has her middle power too, which gives her more damage, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, she can do a lot of damage to you. So she's actually a pretty good character. I'd say she's better than Yoda. Definitely better than Yoda. Not by a huge margin, but like, she's better for sure. Yeah. That's why, and I think she's also pretty fast too. She's not like slow. I like her dashes. That's why I think she's a good A tier. Just like at the bottom though, right below Han Solo. Alright, bet. Now moving on to the dark side. We are starting off with the most overpowered character in the game. Darth Vader. Definitely top of S tier. Oh. Let me try. Okay. Definitely the top of S tier. Darth Vader is an unstoppable force. I think it really matches who he is in the movies. They did a really good job of that. He really just, his force choke is so broken, I feel like. There's so much damage, and he gets free hits after too. He can get like a good 2 hits on you. And he's so much health. Like 1,200 health. Maybe even more around that with the star cards and stuff. It's just crazy. And he can get damage reduction too with the right star card with when he has that ability active. Also his lightsaber throw really, it can stop you from healing. It does damage. It's a great finisher. The only problem is, of course, he's Darth Vader. He's a little slow, but I mean his health makes up for it. Everything else makes up for it. And yeah, I think his dashes might be a little slow, but otherwise, I mean, he is pretty scary to come across, especially in duels. And in Galactic Assault, when you see him, you just know you're dead. I mean, there's not much you can do. Yeah, so that's why he's top of S tier. I mean, he belongs there. All right, on to Boba Fett. Now, I'm gonna say bottom of B tier, just because I play on a controller, and I really only ever against one. I only went against one good Boba in my whole life. I feel like every other Boba Fett I went against is trash. But on PC, I know he's good. He's a lot better to aim, or easier to aim with. It's just so hard on controller, and maybe even above. I'll put him like right here. Yeah, I think that's a good spot for Boba because on PC he's pretty solid. Like it's Rocket Barrage that does a lot of damage, especially when he can use his infinite flying. He can just keep flying forever. Also his concussion. Oh yes, concussion rocket sucks. That's why I think he also belongs in B tier. If he had a good left ability, then he would probably be an A tier. But he really does not. There's no damage. You can literally see through it. It just sucks. I mean, they could have done a better job with adding a better thing. Like imagine he can shoot that rocket right on the back. That would be crazy. Like on his jetpack, that'd be insane. Way cooler. Also his melee is also kind of good. I like the melee. His flamethrower, it goes pretty fast. It also just looks cool. I like it. Also I forgot to mention, but Chewbacca's melee is also pretty good. It does. I think it can like kill troopers in like one hit or something, maybe like two. I forgot, but when in doubt, just melee with Chewbacca. It's pretty solid. I cannot lie. He's pretty solid melee. And yeah, otherwise, yeah, I think he's a good B tier for Boba. His gun's also not that bad. I like his gun. It's like a burst, like a triple shot. So if you get headshots, all headshots with it, it's pretty good. All right. Now on to Bosk. I do like Bosk a lot. I think he's not Count Dooku. Sorry, buddy, Count Dookie. All right, Bosk. I think he's pretty fun to use. I think he's also B tier. Yeah, I think he's good B tier. I think he's above Leia. I don't know if he's above Chewbacca. I say they're equal. The thing is about Bosk though is that he can always heal back to full health, which is amazing. But it's only 650 health. I think it's like one of the lowest healths. I think like the droids have that much health. But he's a star card where you can throw 5 mines down, and I'm pretty sure the mines knock over heroes, which also is very solid. And his gas grenade, which it's all right, is good in like holding points. He's great at holding points. So Galactic Assault or Supremacy, like on the ship, he's great for holding the hallways on the ship. He's amazing for that. You get so many kills. If you want to get a lot of kills, use Bosk in that part. And is also his grenade launcher. That's great for killing heroes like in duels and heroes vs villains and hero showdown. Use that barrage and the mines. It's all a very solid combination for Bosk. So honestly, yeah, I think he's good right here because I think Chewbacca and Bosk are really equal. Now on to Count Dooku. We got like 4 lightsabers left. All right, Count Dooku. I think he might be right below Obi-Wan. He's a great. Actually, no. I'm gonna put in the lowest because I think he's amazing. He is the best duelist in the whole game. With the right star cards, he just he can kill you in like 4 hits. I swear, it's not even fair. But the problem is he's not as good in modes with troopers like Supremacy and Hero Showdown and Galactic Assault. He does struggle a lot more. But in duels, he's so good. He has triple dodges, which is amazing. You can really fool people with that, get around them. He has his lightsaber is very nice. Like his it's like solid. It's like what's that word? It's like really flowy motion. And his hook swing is nice, just beautiful. And he has his move where you hit twice and jump, and then hit again. It's like a all combination into a jump hit. I can show you real quick. I'll put the video on screen. And his electric ability is very good in duels, and he can make people weaker with his I think R1 ability and his middle ability makes him stronger, which is very good in Heroes vs Villains and Hero Showdown. Amazing duelist. But he is the lowest of A tier because he just is not as good in other modes. So that's why, yeah, because this is really an all ranking between all modes, and yeah, that's why he's bottom A tier. And on to Grievous. I think I'm gonna put him in S tier. I think he's a very good. I want to put him in S tier. Actually, I'll put him A tier, right below Obi-Wan. And no one can beat Obi-Wan. I'm sorry, but he's just the best character. But yeah, he's an A tier character. I say he's almost S tier because his moves are just so good. And in Supremacy and Galactic Assault, he's definitely the best character to use. His claw rush, I think, where he just crawls around, unstoppable, is insane. It just kills, runs through everyone, knocks everyone over. And he has a broken hit where I'm putting him in S tier because he's just so good in those modes. He can jump, and then if you jump and then press the hit button immediately, it does like a glitch hit where he hits. It's so fast. It just falls to the ground immediately. So it's so glitched and way faster than just spamming R2 or a hit button. And also his jump ability is alright. It's not that good because it does take a little bit to charge up. That's the only reason why I feel like he should not go in S tier, because it's just not great and it is parryable every single time. It's a guaranteed parry. You can always parry that move and it always does damage to him. So that's why it's not the best. But if you hit it correctly, you can actually ledge someone off, which is pretty fun. And his middle ability is also pretty good, especially deflecting bullets. If you're out of stamina, just throw up that move. Just keep deflecting bullets away, and if someone keeps charging you, just pull that move too. I mean, it'll slice right through everyone. But yeah, I mean, if I put Obi-Wan here, I think I might throw him in A tier too. Now thinking about it, I think top of A tier, probably where he goes best. Yeah, because his L1 ability isn't amazing, and also with his lightsaber spin ability, his middle, I forgot what Unrelenting Advance is what it's called. You can actually just dodge right through it and just spam him from the back, and you can just get a lot of hits on him. While he is amazing in modes like Galactic Assault and Supremacy, and amazing in duels and Hero Showdown, and his hitbox is also broken, I think he's the top really high A tier. If his L1 ability and his middle ability were slightly better, or his L1 ability mostly his launch, I think he'd be S tier for sure. And don't get me wrong, I love Grievous. He's one of my favorite characters. But I think he's top of A tier. Now, I think another underrated character right here. I don't use that much. Very underrated personally. She might be even above Chewie. I mean, below Boss. Because, I mean, if you can get her electricity robot onto the heroes, and you can just spray them headshots, you can do so much damage. And then after that, you use the L1 ability, or hold L2, like the aiming button, and it'll do this charged up ball, like it's electric ball, which goes through lightsaber blocks, and it can go and do damage no matter if they're blocking. If they have a lightsaber and blocking. And her gun just does a lot of damage too. Yeah, and she's a shield, which is alright. Her other two abilities, they're kind of mid. Her shield is good in like part of like Galactic Assault and Supremacy. She takes a lot of fire. You can just pull up the shield and get to cover. And her pulse cannon, it's alright too. If you get headshots, always a one-shot kill, I'm pretty sure. You can charge it up to the max, and you can do a lot of damage with it too. But I mean, you'd rather use your gun in modes like Heroes vs Villains, because you don't really have time to be sniping people in those type of modes unless you're really far away all the time. But yeah, she's solid in both modes. I feel like in team modes, 20v20s, and also Heroes vs Villains modes. I think she's a good B tier. I feel like people don't use her that much. I think she's a really underrated character. She should be used a lot more. Personally, I think she's just so irrelevant. Like, no, I mean, I've not played the story mode in, I don't know, probably like 7 years. Since 7 years ago maybe. don't really care about item verso. I'd rather use someone cool like Bosk or like Darth Vader. I mean, who wants to use item verso, an irrelevant name? That's why I think no one uses her that much. But she's a good character though, and I'm giving her the respect she deserves right now. All right, on to the next. Kylo Ren. I think Kylo Ren should go above Rey, below Obi-Wan. Yeah, that's a good spot. He has 2 Force abilities, which all you already know that's gonna be good. I feel like a lot of characters with 2 Force abilities automatically get points, especially because the freeze and the pull. The pull is amazing. You get a free hit and you do damage on the pull, and the freeze you also get free hits. I forgot if the freeze does damage. I don't remember. And his frenzy, which is amazing in modes like Galactic Assault and Supremacy, because you can just keep going at people no matter what. It just switches onto the next person. And also Heroes vs Villains, when you're going against a bunch of people, you can just keep doing that. Freeze all of them, then do it, or just do it without freezing them. But yeah, it's also a guaranteed hit. I'm pretty sure. I think you get 1 guaranteed hit, like on the last one, or maybe all of them. I forgot. If you're fighting like someone with a lightsaber, like let's say you're fighting Rey, if you do the frenzy move, I'm pretty sure it's almost a guaranteed hit. So it's a good finisher. He's really fast. His dashes like go by really fast. Yeah, I think he has good hooks. I also like the way his lightsaber looks. It looks really tough. He has some cool skins. And yeah, I think he's a solid A tier. He's a really solid character in both modes. Now, on to my favorite character probably, other than Obi-Wan. I'm gonna put him next to Obi-Wan, right above Han Solo. Yeah. Darth Maul is amazing. I don't know. I've been using him since like the very start. I love Darth Maul. I know he just looks cool. He has cool moves. His force. He's great at ledging people. Amazing at ledging people. I mean, his force choke. It's just so good at ledging people. I don't like doing it that much because I like having fair battles, or like fun battles at least. But you know, when people are being toxic, I just ledge them off, or like troopers in like Hero or Supremacy, throw them all off the ledge when they're trying to destroy my ship. And his lightsaber throw, the problem is that when Darth Vader uses his lightsaber throw, it actually blocks, but for him, he can't block while doing that, which is kind of annoying. I don't know why they didn't add that for him if Darth Vader has it. His dash is also good. His lightsaber dash move, while it can get parried just like Luke's dash and Yoda's dash, it goes really far, so it's great for like running. If you want to retreat, you're taking too much damage, just use that to get away, especially in like 20 vs 20 modes, and also in Heroes vs Villains modes. Yeah, and it's also very fast, I feel like. I mean, it just matches Darth Maul like how he was in the movies, I feel like, and the shows. And also, I've not gotten the skin yet with his robotic legs. I really want that skin, but it's so much work to get. I think he's my second highest level character, and then Obi-Wan is my highest level. But yeah, Darth Maul, very solid character. Very cool character. Alright. Now I think we've got our second C tier, just because, but he's below BB-8. BB-8 is slightly better, I feel like. I think he has better abilities, because BB-8 his scanning ability is kind of trash. I mean, BB-9E, he does stun people though. That I think they were really equal, but below BB-8. His BB-8's charging ability, I think is kind of good. I like his charging ability. But yeah, BB-9E, he can stun people. There's like a little circle on the crosshair. It's like in the middle. If you see that circle, that'll tell you know the stun is ready. He has the electric spin, which can knock people off ledges and knock people over. It's great for being with a bunch of people, like if you're with Luke or Anakin, or if you're with a bunch of troopers, and using BB-9E, he's really solid, just like BB-8. Great for attacking numbers. And yeah, his smoke ability sucks. Most trash. I mean, the only use for it really is to make smoke and let Vader walk through it, like to give Vader aura. I mean, otherwise BB-9E has no need for that smoke. It's trash. And I forgot what his other ability does. I don't remember. I just don't use BB-9E that much. I think it makes his shock better or something. I forgot. I don't know. It's whatever. But yeah, he's a C tier. I think people definitely I think he's an underrated character though. People underrate these two people. If you go against a good one in hero modes, or even just Supremacy and Galactic Assault modes, they can really go through you, destroy you. Especially as troopers, like these guys really demolish them and excel in those type of modes. Alright, oopsie. On Emperor Palpatine, I honestly might give him the bottom of A tier. Because the problem is, maybe top B tier. I think top B tier. I like Palpatine a lot, I do. But people like Anakin, people like Han Solo, people like Darth Vader, people like, he doesn't go against Darth Vader, my bad. People like Luke, he kind of struggles. But most other people, he is pretty solid against. I mean, actually Luke, you can kill Luke. It's just that Anakin's force pull, it's really hard to go around when you're playing as Palpatine. And Yoda also, that's why I want to put him next to Yoda. They're like, Yoda kind of destroys him. Because I don't think he drains any stamina. He just sucks it all up into his force ability, and he can just push it back at him. So when you're going against a good Yoda, like trash Yodas, you can kill with Palpatine, with big Palps. But with good Yodas, my bad, he kind of sucks. It's really hard to use, and Han Solo's, it's tragic. I just get demolished by good Han Solos with Palpatine. It's not even fair. But yeah, his shock ability, where it can shock people, it's kind of hard to pull off sometimes and make them frozen, and you can just get free electricity. And his chain lightning is good in like modes like heroes versus villains with like a bunch of heroes around, or in 20 vs 20 modes with a bunch of troopers. You can do a lot of damage with that. And his dark aura also, it's good for finishing people. If you get someone really low with your electricity, just pull that dark aura, and it should do the damage to kill them. Especially with the star card where it grows larger every second. That's what I use. It's pretty solid. And also in 20 vs 20 modes, I think he's better in 20 vs 20 modes. He really is really good at killing troopers. It's a lot harder with lightsaber heroes. But the thing about Palpatine is he does have the best dash in the game. His forward dash is just like in the movie where when he kills like all the Jedi and like Kit Fisto and all of them, his forward dash, you can see it in the Revenge of the Sith. He has it in the game too, and it's the best dash in the game. And the thing is, the strategy with Palpatine, let's say you got like Obi-Wan trying to hit you, just dash right through them and electricity him from the back, and keep doing that over and over again, and keep jumping around. The dash, it's so solid. And that's one thing that makes him really high B tier. I feel like that dash alone. I think without that dash, he'd probably go maybe even low B tier, because he'd really struggle in heroes with villains modes. Without that, yeah, he'd really struggle. That's why I think it's high B tier. Now, on to the last one. I don't know if she's underrated. She might be overrated. I think people like her too much. But somehow I have her maxed out. I don't remember maxing her out. I mean, purple cards, not like level max out. But she's not terrible, that's the thing. I don't think she's higher than Boba Fett though. Like a good Boba Fett is definitely better than a good Phasma, I feel like. But she's higher than Lando, I feel like. I don't know, Boba Fett, I don't know, but whatever. The problem is with her that she has to be next to a robot, or else she would die to anyone with a lightsaber. Her staff hit is not the best. It's not terrible though either. She can give herself extra health, but also like people like Obi-Wan, if you just block all the shots and right back at her, she can't do anything about it. She's just dead. So she kind of does struggle against lightsaber heroes. But when she gets that shock off with her robot, which also has a turret on it which can shoot at people, if she gets that shock off, she can spray them in the head, do a decent amount of damage. Another problem also is that her gun is kind of also a pea shooter, which kind of sucks. It shoots really fast though, and she has thermal vision. It doesn't really. I feel like thermal vision's useless in this game, just like Lando. They're right next to each other. They belong with each other. But I don't hate Phasma either. I like using Phasma sometimes. But I think she is a B tier character. And yeah, weather ability does she have? I forgot if I talked about it, but her healing ability I think gives her like 200 health. There might be cards where you can make it more health. But yeah, otherwise I think she's a good B tier. Alright guys, I just want to thank you guys for watching this video. If you stayed till the end, I want to thank you guys very much. I appreciate everyone who watches my videos. And if you feel free to like and subscribe if you want to. Of course, it's free, you know, you don't have to. But it does help a lot. I will continue to create more videos like this, possibly, if you guys want me to. Just let me know in the comments, and make sure to watch my shorts. I post a lot of shorts daily. Alright, yeah, that's it guys. Love you guys. Turtle Frog out, and goodbye.